Every time I think about Star Wars, my head, my stomach, they all hurt. Then I get depressed. Man, this franchise really has gone to the poop rack of utter you know what. But after 2002, I thought Attack of the Clones, the second film in the prequel series of the Star Wars franchise, was the worst of all 6 films in the franchise. But this has since changed. With the exception of Rogue One, okay, 7 films in the franchise, I recognize. I do not recognize Solo. I do not recognize that other trilogy that Disney made as canon. To me, it's not canon. Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker can all fight for that spot, for the last spot, but excuse my language, they can all fight for that spot as the shittiest Star Wars movie of all time. To me, Last Jedi fits that spot quite well. Hey, hold up right quick, young blood. Hold up. Before moving on, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Make sure you comment down below also. It helps the channel out a lot. And also hit that notification bell too. Make sure you hear about more videos, you know? Alright, move along. The Clones, I will have to apologize to it. It's not the worst. It's the worst in the prequel series. I do have to say that, but it does have its merits. I knew going into this movie it was going to be about the romance between Anakin and Padme. It's understandable. It's how Luke and Leia was made, damn it. Then I knew it was going to be about the Clone Wars and how that popped off in the galaxy. Now, what really gets my ire about this damn movie, early on when it first was released, is the lines given to Hayden Christensen and some of his acting to a point. I can't really fault him for those cheesy ass George Lucas written lines. Come on now. They was written by George Lucas.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
But like I said, it's not all Hayden's fault. I think at the time this was the biggest movie he was in. But in hindsight, his acting in the film wasn't as bad as I thought. It was almost accurate. And what I mean by that, you got to think, a kid from a desert planet with limited skills in wooing women will be awkward around pretty women, especially one having the prestige of Padme. Before Padme arrived on Tatooine, the only female that Anakin really spoke to on a daily basis was his mother. Then this boy never left the planet until he was 10 and had to adapt to Jedi codes and living in the big city. Come on now, Coruscant is basically a big city. But speaking of Padme, Natalie Portman in this film, it was like, damn girl, you made a 12-year-old feel a type of way. Not now. Not that Thor Love and Thunder. This film was a perfect introduction to Anakin growing into a Jedi, catching a glimpse into his progress as a Jedi, but also a great introduction into his downfall. Let's see here. He massacred raiders of the Tusken. He also argued with Obi-Wan as well, but I also like the creation of the clones, the introduction of Jango and Boba Fett. Now, I feel like putting Boba Fett in this film was fan service, but I guess it made sense maybe to George Lucas. But the prequel series always had the clueless bad guy getting killed in the same movie they made the debut. Like, think about it. It was Maul in Phantom Menace, even though he survived thanks to the Clone Wars animated show. And then it was Jango, and then General Grievous got sliced up within like 30 minutes into the movie. So there's that. It was good seeing the creation of the Galactic Empire, Obi-Wan playing detective for most of the movie, and the addition of Christopher Lee as Count Dooku was almost perfect casting. I can also tell that George Lucas took a lot of details from the man with the funny mustache, rise to power in Germany, and implied it with Palpatine. But even with the romance in this film, thinking back, the action wasn't that bad either. Thinking about the speeder chase in the beginning with Obi-Wan and Anakin chasing the bounty hunters down, the back and forth chase with Obi-Wan and Jango through the asteroid field, the battle in the arena, setting up the Clone Wars, how intense that was. I'll get to that later. Now, I wasn't too impressed with the lightsaber battle. Nah. Out of all 3 prequel movies, it's probably the lowest. And this was coming off an epic duel between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and Darth Maul. But good thing George Lucas did give the fans a treat for the next movie, Revenge of the Sith. Talk about that later, much later. This one, Count Dooku, he was too much for the 2 Jedi. And what saved that lightsaber battle was Yoda entering the fight at the end. And one more thing, there was lots of dismemberment in this movie, especially for a movie rated PG-13. No, it wasn't even rated PG-13. It was rated PG. Now, that won't compare to what we see next with Revenge of the Sith. Very, very burning and bloody. More burning than anything. Fun fact, I didn't get to see this movie until June. It was released May 16, 2002. I didn't see it until mid-June for reasons I don't really remember. I was 12 years old. I think probably because I didn't do something right. Didn't clean a chore. Didn't do a chore. I don't know. So my mama told me I had to wait to see it. So I had to avoid all the spoilers and talking about it with my cousins who are big time Star Wars fans themselves who saw it opening day. And it was much easier to avoid spoilers back then. Now, not so much. Everybody who has a YouTube channel got to spoil the movie 10 days before it come out. It's ridiculous now. This film will make $645 million worldwide. That's nothing now, but Attack of the Clones will be the 4th highest grossing film in 2002, behind The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and what I thought was the best movie of that year, 2002, Spider-Man. Attack of the Clones will be and is the lowest grossing film in the prequel series. But to repeat myself, I didn't like this movie as much back then, but as time went on, my views on this movie has changed. It's an important piece of Star Wars history. It established the start of Anakin's fall to the dark side of all things, and many other parts of this franchise. Kind of expanded it. I would say 6 out of 10, and it made me like women in black dresses for some reason. And it really made me hate Sam. Like, you gotta think about it. When Anakin actually said that, you thought about it like, damn, sand does get everywhere. It's coarse and it's rough, and it gets everywhere. And every time I went to the beach, it's like, damn, I hate going to the beach because it takes forever to get sand out of it everywhere. But anyways, I'll wait patiently for the 20-year anniversary of Revenge of the Sith in 3 years. That review will be absolutely fun to do.
The way sand, I'm haunted by thick sand in my very soul. Sand, sand, how your suffering as much as I can't breathe, tormenting me.